So today I just wanted to do sort of a quick analysis for Marilyn Manson's Satan music video. So not to be confused with a music video review or a music video reaction, because that's not really my thing. That's not what I'm interested in doing here. I'm interested in looking at basically two very specific scenes in the music video which really caught my interest. I just kind of wanted to sit and analyze that a bit with you guys here. So obviously I have been a lifelong fan of Marilyn Manson, so to me it's no surprise that the music video just really caught my interest, and I love the Faustian themes that he has within this music video. Obviously you open up and you've got the two, I guess you could say, the polarizing deities, the black and the white, sitting opposite end of each other, which of course are supposed to be interpreted as Satan and God. But it's always been my belief that they're not two separate entities. They are basically two different sides of the same coin. They are the same person, essentially. So, I mean, everybody has the potential for good and bad within themselves, and I, to a degree, feel like that's what he's saying here, is the fact that, you know, like the whole thing, you say God, I say Satan, but you know, basically that could be anybody. I mean, anybody could be anybody could be a savior to someone. Anyone could be a destroyer. But that same person who was a destroyer to one person can actually be someone else's savior. It's more about relationship and interaction between different peoples. In my opinion, it's not necessarily the whole just split right down the middle, black and white, good and bad. Obviously, if you've lived through a similar situation, I think you can definitely relate with what I'm getting at here. But I also just love the imagery of the young lady, obviously, as I've said, Faustian themes. So it's kind of like they have this wager on her. What it is, I do not know, but I love the introduction to this young woman. You have a figure pushing against the wall above her bed, which very much reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe she's living a nightmare. I don't know if maybe that's what it's a metaphor for, or just that she feels that she's being spied upon, that she's not alone. Obviously later on someone does break into the home and chases her around, but you know, it's just the whole metaphor and the symbolism here of this dark figure looming over our fears, our regrets. You know, obviously there's something very much bothering her. And then of course you have the pent-up sexual energy that she later expresses, that she releases, and that's when everything just basically turns topsy-turvy in this whole, I guess, life gamble of good and bad. You know, will she overcome her personal demons? Will she come out ahead and become enlightened because of this? You know, it's not a plain black and white music video. It really is saying a lot, which is what really catches my interest. You know, I've always enjoyed the symbolism that Manson has used in his music videos as well as in his music. And, you know, he's definitely a very well thought out individual. So anytime he shows you something, it's not necessarily imagery for the sake of shocking you or you know, giving you some kind of a night terror or anything. You know, he actually has something to say, which is why I respect him as a musician, as an artist, as an individual. So, you know, it's just, there's so much going on in this music video, it's hard to just really break everything down and pinpoint it and say, yes, this is symbolic of this, this is symbolic. All I can really say is, these are the two things I noticed. This is what I think. I don't know if you guys have noticed similar with this particular music video or any in the past, but I would definitely love to share thoughts with you and discuss this further in the comments section. But that's all I have for you today, and I will talk to you later.